I'm Josh Toll.
I'm Brett Roberts.
And I'm Stephen Heavenstreet.
Welcome to Hapticast. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hapticast episode 13. This is Haptic Intel's podcast where we talk about video games and other things that tickle our funny bones. Again, I'm Josh Toll. This is Brett Roberts and Stephen Heavenstreet. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Just kind of chill out what we're doing. Coming up this summer, we're going to be doing our full E3 coverage again. E3 is from June 14th to June 16th this year. But we're going to be doing the conferences before that, and Bethesda is the only one that's confirmed at this point for 7 p.m. on June 12th.
We'll be live streaming the whole thing. You're going to be able to watch E3 right on our stream, as well as watch our reactions.
Yeah. Chat with us.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, it's a corporate thing, if you want.
And hopefully right on the couch here, that trying the new setup, the new aesthetics.
Our new studio here.
We didn't mention that. You should explain.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So, we're here. This is a couch.
It's a patch-up job.
Yeah, but it's more comfortable. And just overall, this place that we're filming in now, actually, we won't die in with the heat this summer. Like last summer, it was literally in a hot box.
Yeah, because I was with you guys watching the Sony one, and it was at night, so it was a little cooler out, but I could only imagine being in there all day.
Yeah, we were in there all day.
Very little air circulation.
Took one break to eat.
Yeah.
It was bad, but it was fun. It was worth it.
So hopefully this logistically is better, but
yeah, so we'll see. And also, if you guys haven't noticed, we have some of our older videos live on the channel, so make sure you go back and check some of them out. Those contain the person that used to work with us, Steve Schmidt, but he no longer works with us, but we put up some really good moments because we had some great times, and so go ahead and check those out. My favorite one especially is the Ubisoft and EA press conference reaction compilation from last year.
I've said always it's my personal favorite, and I've probably given it 50% of the views it has, honestly.
Yeah, it has a good amount of views. But so the full conferences are up from last year. If you guys want to see kind of how we're going to do things, the reaction compilations are up. Our E3 predictions from last year are up. Our E3 prediction special from Hapticast, the old Hapticast, is up. So go ahead and check those videos out because they're funny. They're good. Matt Bilby.
A little taste of what's to come.
Yeah. But the other conferences haven't been announced yet, but it's still early on. And Bethesda announced really early last year, too. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm assuming they're either going to be the day after this, or some of them are going to be on the same day as Bethesda. But I believe Bethesda went the day before everyone last year.
Yeah.
Did they
It was like the Sunday before or something.
Yeah, and then literally everyone else went the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Definitely going to get a press conference from Sony and Microsoft. I believe EA, too. I know Ubisoft said they're not going to be there. I'm not sure. I think EA might have said they're not going to be there either.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the opposite. I don't know if EA said we're doing something on the Sunday, like our own thing, and then Ubisoft was like, we still don't have a conference.
One of them are not going to be there.
It's confusing.
That's what I have to say.
We won't get the 45-minute-long speech by the greatest soccer player of all time. That could have been like a 2-second video, or non-existent at all.
Yeah.
But, anyway. I'm hungry as fuck right now. Should have eaten before this. I'm hungry. I want to eat right now.
Yeah, I'm hungry too.
Are we going to eat tonight? Where are we going to eat tonight?
Don't know. Don't care.
We need a new place.
Is this off the record?
No, it's on the record.
It's on the record.
Yeah. We need a new place. We go to the same 16 places every time. Not really.
That's very true.
It's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, it's very small, limited amount of places we go to eat.
They're all good, and they're fine with themselves, but I'm not saying I necessarily need a new type of food. I just want to try a new place.
Yeah, there's not much.
Although last time we did that, I had not a great experience.
The
Dave & Buster's.
D&B?
Yeah, which, it's not a food place anyway, but...
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's mainly for games.
Oh, it's a food place. It's to get beer and drink and have fun.
Yes, you're right. But it's a bad choice.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. Bad service. Don't go to Dave & Buster's in,
Yeah, if you're going to eat.
What was
Don't get blue cheese. And it was in...
Franklin Mills, PA.
Oh my God.
Philadelphia Mills.
Fucking gag.
North Philadelphia.
I had the worst blue cheese I've ever tasted in my whole life. And I like blue cheese, and it was fucking gross. It was horrible. Anyway, off topic. Let's move on to how we always start the show. We're talking about the games that we're playing.
Alright. Why are you looking at me out first?
I guess so.
Alright. Games I've been playing. I just beat Salt and Sanctuary last night. Right before I came over to your place. Beat both endings. That was pretty sweet. It was a really good game. We've covered it many times on this channel, so go check that out. Besides that, I got Dark Souls 1 on my PC. Started playing that a little bit. And yeah, besides that, that's it.
I've been playing the game called Homework from for energy management systems and nuclear reactor theory. So, GG.
I feel like on the homework part, not the same type of homework, but yeah. So you haven't played anything really this week?
Not from last week, no.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat actually. I played Guitar Hero Live like once this week, but I've had a lot of homework and a lot of work to do in general, and I've just in my free time I'm watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I just got caught up in the new season. It was slick, and they moved to fucking FXX. The new FX. I was like, why would you move like literally one of your most popular shows?
Yeah,
besides American Horror Story.
Obscure, yeah.
And I think the reason they did is because we have this new channel, which is fucking a stupid idea, and we need a good show on the channel to bring people over.
Yeah.
Because I think if you have FX like for your subscription cable, whatever, you get FXX.
Right.
But listen, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's funny as fuck. I love that show. It's great. It's fantastic.
Speaking of catching up, I have to watch the new Saw from last week. I heard it was super good. Yeah, probably this weekend I'll watch it.
Like you said, you were texting me beforehand. The way it's shot beautifully.
Yeah, someone watched it a couple hours beforehand.
Yeah. Listen, I'm a sucker for like really long shots, and the whole like first 5 minutes of that are one take. Like, well, it looked to be one shot, kind of like a Birdman type thing.
Yeah.
But anytime, I respect that because it's hard to direct that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it shows you have a good director. But the woman that directed this episode directed a few other episodes of Saw. She didn't direct any Breaking Bad, but she did a lot of other TV. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good shit. Good stuff. But nothing else. So today, we're going to be talking about the PlayStation 4 3.50 update. Bringing a little bit of a different topic to the table with talking about the sweet spots between a game's announcement and like the game's actual release. Talking about the new Nintendo reward system, the Miitomo app, Attack on Titan game, Fable Legends, and Lotia, which is our indie Intel game. So let's dive right into it and talk about this. The PlayStation 4 3.50 update has more features than was originally advertised.
It's finally graced us.
Yeah. So, on the surface, what we got that was announced was that you could appear offline.
Mm-hmm.
So we have that functionality. Friend online notifications, finally.
Which works really well.
About time.
And when you said that you can toggle it with friends, that's also fucking good.
Yeah, I don't even think it's on for everyone. You have to turn it on for the...
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, which is good because there's only about like 4 or 5 people that I care about.
Yeah.
User scheduled events, so you can like schedule gameplay sessions with your friends or whatever.
That's interesting.
I think that would probably be better for like, or useful for like clans and like things like that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, I know like some people they want to play like the Division or Destiny with their friends, and they set up like game nights. You know what I mean? Like let's all play every Monday or something like that. So that'd be kind of cool to like.
Yeah, but doesn't it just like automatically make a party with everyone or something like that?
Maybe
if they're online.
Yeah, it's almost like an Outlook calendar.
Yeah.
People use it like businesses and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Then there is this thing called Play Together, which so members of a party can see what each other is playing. I thought this was already a thing. Like I don't understand why this was on the PlayStation blog where I got it from.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't even remember that.
Do you literally like view like? Is it share plays where you watch what they're playing, or is it just?
I don't know. It just says that you're able to see. I mean, I guess you're able to spectate. It says that it's going to be easier for you to like just start a new game session with somebody to like see what they're playing.
I'll have to try it out. I don't even think I updated my PS4 yet, so.
Yeah, neither did I. It wasn't super specific, but I don't know. And then you can also remote play on PC and Mac.
Yeah.
So Windows 8.1 and Windows 10, and then Mac OS X 1010 and 1011.
And there's an app.
Pretty big deal.
There's an app for that you have to download to get that to work on your PC or Mac.
There's an app for that.
Speaking of that, I actually read quickly browsing NeoGAF before we started that. I don't know if this is one person's outlier, but he remote played and he was logged into a Russian PS4 PSN account that wasn't his at all. So it almost sounds like that fucking Steam thing over Christmas. But I don't. It might have just been him. I didn't read any other corresponding posts. I just saw that and was like, well. Okay.
Well, we know Sony hasn't had the best infrastructure in the past.
Yeah, they have a spotty track record.
Yeah,
of that, but
at best.
Well, I know that's strange to me because how it works. I actually tried the remote play for the PC. How it works is you log in with your PlayStation Network account and it searches the internet for the console that's logged in as the same thing. That's the problem, you think? You log in with your...
I'm just saying.
The fact that you log in with your account makes it very strange that it would hook you up with someone else's PS4. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it seems like it's the account wall, and then you go into the hardware itself.
Yeah.
So, theoretically, I don't even know how this, all this wireless transmission stuff works, but like if he logged into a different PS4 that wasn't his, but like and his account wasn't there, it maybe defaulted to something. But it still seems weird to me.
Who knows?
If anything, it'd be like sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
If anything, it'd be like he can only play what's in that PS4. Which probably nothing because it's all tied to like account purchases. So like
it could be buggy still too. So I just can't. I mean,
who knows? That's probably what it is.
You know what I mean? Then they also have a daily motion broadcast option now on top of Twitch and everything. I don't know who the fuck uses daily motion, but okay.
2 people.
Yeah. Social improvements, so it's easier to share moments with friends and tag them when you post things on social media, Twitter, Facebook, stuff like that.
Don't use that.
Yeah. Now they have the PlayStation Network status that you can check. So if the servers are down, there's a section to check that. Teen account creation. So anyone under 18 years old can easily create their own account until it's approved by their parents and play offline.
I thought that was already a thing, sub-accounts.
Consider that. But maybe it's just improved, streamlined, or overhauled. I don't know.
And there's an update to the PS Plus hub on the dashboard so you can easily access and manage your online storage now.
Okay. Doesn't the store look different, or is that's separate from this, right?
Yeah, that's separate, and that's still not out. So.
Really? I was reading some people were seeing it, but it was like kind of leaked early because someone saw it.
Yeah, that was back before the Division came out actually, and there was like screenshots of the Division.
Yeah, it looked kind of like the Xbox store.
Yeah,
the big image in the background and
blurry.
everything.
Yeah. But so anyway, while we're talking about this, is that those are the ones that were advertised, the features that were advertised. There was a laundry list of things that are fucking slick as fuck that were not advertised. So all this information comes from Reddit user Icebreak and says that the update includes many unadvertised changes. So we have the return of the USB music player, which was removed back in September, and allows you to play games and music at the same time.
Yeah, this was very strange. It was there, they took it out.
Yeah, it's strange it was removed.
I think they took it out because of Spotify.
See, I heard it was a glitch that took it out because they kind of like stealth removed it without any notification. I mean, that's a good theory.
I realized it when Spotify came out.
Well, I think it launched at the same time as Spotify.
Oh, really?
I think so. And then the next update after that, they took it out.
You'd have to verify that calendar because it seems like it would just be a glitch, but like, why wouldn't they just reinstate it right away?
Yeah.
Unless like, it seems like their policy like every few months we just have this big update full of a bunch of stuff.
There's no small updates.
It's not like smaller like Microsoft's like every month they have.
Yeah, which is nice
updates.
because they could. I don't understand why Sony doesn't do that. We've talked about this before actually, but it's just I guess it's because they feel they don't need to. Or they want to like make sure everything's polished.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
Makes a bigger deal out of it when you have like this nice package of contents for an update rather than little ones, you know.
But that's something small that could be released at any time. A lot of this stuff is, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and the Friends notification thing. God, we've been fucking waiting since the PS4 launched for that, dude. 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, Microsoft being a software company is, I think, if you're being objective, they're far ahead of like in terms of the software updates and what they do and the way they. I mean, they both keep in touch with like the PlayStation blog and Phil Spencer's Twitter accessibility and Major Nelson stuff. Yeah.
Good old Larry Herb.
Yeah, it's still cool it's here though. So
then we have a 4 terabyte upgrade capacity now with this update.
Yeah.
So you can put a nice big dill in your fucking PS4.
If you can find one that's the right size, that is.
Yeah, that was the one thing I was reading that this was possible before the update. If you like literally shaved some of the hard drive off so it could fit.
Because hard drives are much bigger, the bigger size. Like
I wouldn't do that.
There's like 2.5 and like 3.5.
Yeah.
So. Is it external or internal? This is internal, right?
It's internal.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's something that Xbox has. That it has external drive.
Yeah.
Capability in PS4.
Yeah.
Doesn't have
PS4
that
needs it. The PS4 also needs about 18 million more USB slots.
Yeah, I was going to say if it has external, it should be. How many USBs does it have? Just 2?
2.
Should have 4.
Be
Maybe that'll be the PS4.5.
Sure, there's not a third one in the back. No, you're right.
The Xbox One has a third one, but PS4 does not.
Yeah.
Because the Xbox One has that one on the side that's like for wired controllers, but it's just still a USB port. The Live from PlayStation app has been overhauled, and the search features, including and there's new search features, including like you can pin a favorite game, so you can easily find a stream for them. So it's more streamlined.
That's cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah. You can disable the screenshot notification when trophies pop. That's cool. I think it also works for just like regular screenshots or something. Because that's annoying when trophies, like, when they pop and, like, the screenshot, whatever's taken, or even more annoying, says a screenshot cannot be taken here. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because some games you can't take screenshots.
Yeah, they, like, turn them off because it's, like, spoiler territory.
Yeah. Or, like, Guitar Hero Live, where nothing works.
Yeah, because they don't want the copyright to get broken with songs.
Yeah.
They just turned SharePlay off completely and recording off.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Dragon Ball Z was the same way for some reason. Like Xenoverse, you can't record any gameplay, live stream, anything like that.
Huh.
I hate when games do that. There's improved editing functionality now in Capture Gallery, and then a bunch of other stability improvements that they didn't announce, but there wasn't anything too specific.
That's just what, there was a Vita update recently, right? There's just stability.
Yeah. To follow up with this update.
Yeah.
But, I mean, some of those are pretty cool, especially the 4 terabyte capacity and the return of the USB music player, which is something that people have been wanting for a long time. So, it's good that they finally fucking did it again.
And I heard it works better too, the music player.
Does it?
Yeah, I heard it has better functionality.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really have much of a chance to use it when it did come out, so.
Yeah. I mean, all you gotta do is put some music on a flash drive and then put it in a folder called like music or PS4 then music or something like that, and it works right away. You plug it in and it works.
So, GG.
It's cool. I'm glad it's here now.
I just realized, normally when Steven's on, he sits in the middle. I was like, why do I feel awkward right now?
It's very true.
We're changing the arrangement. We're changing the seating arrangement as well as the
Alright.
general arrangement.
That's it.
You are the guy with the papers and the
Yeah, you've got the
intros,
papers.
so
Suck my ass. Alright.
just be careful when you're, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, damn.
Mark that down.
Oh, that amplitude.
So,
Speaking of, there was a glitch that let people get that for free this weekend.
oh,
Yeah,
amplitude.
I heard
Yeah, I tried it. It didn't really work.
Didn't work for me.
Yeah, unfortunately. So,
I didn't try because I knew it wouldn't work by the time I did it.
Mm-hmm. The post was like 9 hours
we found it
long.
on Reddit, right?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the new Reddit app is fucking good.
Well, we can talk about it when we talk about Miitomo, but I was checking like app rankings for free, and Reddit was up there, and I'm like, did they ever have an app before?
Yeah, well, they had Alien Blue. Oh, shit, sorry. And basically how it worked is, like, the Alien Blue app, it had its problems. I enjoyed it, personally.
Yeah, it's good.
It wasn't too bad. But, there, like, way back when, you could get the, the pro version of the app or whatever, and Brett and I finagled it, so we got it for free.
Mm-hmm.
And now everyone that got the pro,
Oh, yeah, he
the
was
pro
saying-
version
Bro
got
was
4
telling me
years of
this
Reddit
last
Gold,
night, yeah.
which is
4 years
basically,
ago.
like, a secret club on Reddit.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore, because there's about 1 million people on there now.
Well, yeah, and then especially because if you get the Reddit app now, you get 3 more months of gold for free.
And that's why they're doing it, because they're not updating the Alien Blue app anymore, and now they're
Right.
moving to this new Reddit app, which I like it a lot. It's I don't know, like,
Well, I'll tell you one thing I like about it right away. The Alien Blue, whenever there was like an image or anything like that, like if, let's say someone made a post, it was just an image, right?
yeah,
You had to like click on it and then the image would
yeah,
load
that's
up.
what I was gonna say. I
Yeah.
like how it's like kind of like a Facebook news feed now.
The images just are there.
Yeah, and the videos play right in the app, and the fucking I don't know. For me personally, like stuff on Imgur and stuff like that loads better now.
Yeah.
It's just easier.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's nice. It's slick, and now we have 4 years and 3 months of Reddit Gold.
It's very true.
All right.
50% off all Papa John's pizzas, by the way.
Yeah. Did you find that out? Did you find it? I saved that code. 50% off Papa John's for life.
That's sweet.
Papa bless. So, the next topic is there a sweet spot between announcements of games and the release of them?
This is purely like just discussion,
Purely
right?
philosophical.
Yeah, so the reason I bring it up, right, is because Quantum Break came out. Okay? And it's getting pretty good reviews. It has a 77 Metascore and a 7.5 user score.
Mm-hmm.
And Quantum Break, as we know, is a game I've been wanting for a very long time.
Yeah.
It's the reason I bought an Xbox One. And I want to play it. Remedy is one of my favorite studios. I love Sam Lake. I'd fucking lick his balls. He's a genius. And I want to play the game for a long time. And I'm really excited for it, and I still am. I haven't picked it up yet. I didn't even pre-order it. And I was thinking, like, why did I not? And it's not because I don't necessarily... It's not that I don't want to play the game. I just... It's been so long since, like, the announce and my initial excitement to the game until now. Because they announced it so early. If you remember, it was supposed to, like, launch, like, with Xbox One.
Yeah.
Like, right after, like, the Xbox TV thing. So all the way back, like, in the first year.
Fucking TV, I forgot about that.
Yeah, which they fucking got cucked on, and then Microsoft discontinued that, and then it's not
Yeah, that
Remedy's
was a
fault.
mess. I forgot how
They
messy that was.
literally got fucked. And so then they reworked it, and then they announced that, okay, so now there's going to be this live-action TV show within the game, and, like, it's going to focus on the villains, whereas the game focuses on the good guys, and the TV show is going to be in the game, you'll unlock the TV show as you play.
Good concept, by the way.
Yeah.
Good way to handle the problem that they
Yeah, and I thought that was excellent, and then it got delayed, which is fine, because I needed more time, but it's been
What was it delayed? So, because when you're talking about delays, as I'm looking up right now on my phone, how it was how long it was delayed from, because I heard that, I don't know if it was Sam Lake, but someone at Remedy said it was delayed. Microsoft delayed because they wanted their big games to be spread out more. And so it was almost an artificial delay. Now, I don't know if I'm misquoting him, but I think that's what I read. I was in New York after it was a block quote. Maybe Wikipedia.
They're really hurting for good games to be out. Why would they do that? What was their last big game? Halo?
Tomb Raider, which got fucked by Fallout.
Yeah, it was worldwide release. Let me see development. Okay. It was revealed with a teaser during the Xbox One reveal. So, teaser is like the...
Yeah.
What's the...
That's the announcement
The Quantic Dream thing. That was... if anything, that's a tech demo, but kind of a teaser, and that's a thing now. So, I guess you kind of count
teaser
that.
with the Xbox One. That's when the game was announced. The game was announced when the console's being released.
I think Second Son had a one at the PS4, and that game's been out for a year or two.
Yeah, so this is what... According to Wikipedia, hopefully these sources are good. The game was initially scheduled for release in 2014, but was subsequently delayed until 2015. It was further delayed to 2016 so as to make the final product more polished, while not clashing with other Microsoft exclusives scheduled to be released in late 2015. So that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
Honestly, so Quantum Break might have been buried by Rise of the Tomb Raider, but I wonder if they... No, they're different audience. Because it would have been buried by Fallout anyway.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, if they switched them and Rise of the Tomb Raider was coming out this month.
Mm-hmm. It probably would do better now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Quantum Break would have still got shit on by Fallout.
Oh, hell yeah.
But so why I brought this up was because I was thinking it's nothing really negative either. It's just there's been so long that my initial I want this game, I need this game.
The hype train kind of slowed down a little bit.
And then when it came here, I was like,
it's out now. Yeah.
All right, I will play it eventually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I also felt that same way about Dark Souls 3. I've been going through an internal struggle with that game. Because I want it, but then I don't want it because Dark Souls 2 fucking pisses me off, and Bloodborne is the only Souls game I've ever been able to play. And then Bloodborne started pissing me off when I got the DLC, because the DLC was so fucking hard, and I couldn't beat the boss, and I was just like, whatever. And then I thought that it was coming out. I was like, I want it. And I don't know, it's here, and I just don't care anymore. So, Dark Souls 3 is not a good example, but Quantum Break is of a game that's announced so early on, and then it
tails off
forever.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be 3 years between the announcement of a game and the release of the game.
No. You should keep
it. It should be a Fallout thing, where there's 6 months between the announcement
That's what I was going to bring up, actually.
Yeah, that's the golden standard.
They really hit the nail on the head.
Or even when was everyone knew they were making GTA 5, but when was that officially announced and then come out? Because they don't talk about things until they're ready because they have that leverage. Because
I remember the one trailer came out
game.
for GTA 5 with the GTA Online reveal where the plane flies by the window, and that was in the summertime, I believe, and the game came out when the fall.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there should really be more than 8 months to a year.
Yeah.
Between announcement and release.
Yeah. The game I had, Batman Arkham Knight, is another fucking perfect example of delayed. It had at least 2 or 3 delays. I think it was supposed to be November of 2014. I'm trying to see if I get my years right. Yeah, because it didn't come out this year, clearly. And then it was supposed to be February of 2015, and that was delayed to June.
Yeah.
And I really wonder my God, I wanted it so
if the
bad.
reason that game was delayed so much was because of the problems they were having on PC.
And they still were not.
And then when it released, everyone shit on them. Maybe they thought, or maybe they were pushed by WB, the publisher.
Well, I heard bad things about WB.
Yeah, listen, this game needs to go out now. Just fucking whatever, send it.
Mm-hmm. It worked fine when I played it on PS4.
Yeah, consoles were fine. It was just PC.
They refunded it, and they took it off Steam. It was fucking insane.
Yeah. So it's back up now, and I think everything's fixed.
Yeah.
Right? But I wonder if that's why that game was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
I have go ahead. I think that games like Horizon Zero Dawn are actually doing it in a different way. They're doing it right. So they revealed the game at E3 last year, and when's it supposed to come out? Soonish.
Yeah, so it'll be a year and a half between official reveal and release.
And not only did they do that right, as in they tease the game and then it comes out pretty soon. They also aren't showing too much of it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They're not letting it direct. They're not shooting themselves in the foot by letting it drag on. Like, oh, here's the update for this month, and it's like really like we don't care.
And that's what's exactly, and that's how you don't do it. And then you also don't want to bring movies into it. You don't want to be like Batman versus Superman, where you have this story with all these different things going on, but you still show off like half of it in the trailer. You know what I mean? Like, because then people are excited, way more excited than they need to be, and they just want it.
Yeah, from what I know about Horizon, it's like the E3 gameplay. There was like what everyone saw, and there was behind closed doors, which was eventually became public at like Gamescom and I think PSX as well.
Which wasn't essentially the same.
And so
thing.
there's only two. It's the same thing. Just it was doing the same little like dinosaur mechanical thing, but from a different way, like more stealthy. So it's really like this one vertical slice, just two different ways. Like we don't know anything else about it, which I think is fucking awesome because this E3 is gonna have a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And like I'm excited for the game.
Oh yeah, me too.
And
totally.
And here's the thing: I'm not like I need it now. You know what I mean? Like I'm.
When they're ready to show it, they'll show it, and I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. So
exactly.
There we go.
Yeah. But so that's why I just wanted to bring that up.
Well, actually, I kind of want to play devil's advocate. Last week we were like lauding the Final Fantasy 15 like big ass reveal, and they've been doing the monthly updates, and that game was delayed fucking a decade. So like
that's a different.
Yeah, if anything,
story,
maybe that's an outlier of like.
Yeah.
They had the presentation nailed everything, so they killed it, and it wasn't.
Maybe you could even compare the Quantum Break thing in its defense to the Final Fantasy thing, where it's not necessarily their fault.
No, it's not Remedy's fault at all. It's Microsoft's fault completely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because like Final Fantasy 15, it was originally like a different game, wasn't it? Versus 13.
Yeah, versus 13.
And then they, you know what I mean. There were so many problems with the game, and they changed the story, and so I mean, I can understand Final Fantasy 15 struggle of it trying to come out, and they also had to deal with Final Fantasy 13 not being quite a good game. Maybe they didn't have enough, like as much fun as usual.
They dropped the 13 branding.
Yeah. And then 14 came out, and it was an MMO, maybe they made some money with that, and, you know. But you can compare the two, maybe, Quantum Break and Final Fantasy 15.
I think because it was delayed, it was like such a long delay, it became like a meme, kind of like Half-Life 3 is and other stuff.
Yeah.
But like, if it's like 2 years, it's like, really, like, we're tired. Like, Mighty Number 9, for example. Everyone's tired
that's just ridiculous. That was supposed to come out, like, already by now.
Yeah. So. I don't know, is No Man's Sky like that? Or
No Man's Sky, no. No Man's Sky, they didn't really... Remember, they didn't even give a date.
They never officially gave one, So it was really all conjecture, and that raised people's expectations. I think
it should have been like showed off that early, though. It's been so long since that game. It was 2 years ago at E3.
I also think that it's just like with Quantum Break, where it's the developer. I think Sony really made them wait. I think the game has been close to being done.
Well, there are only 7 people at...
True, but the game should have been announced 2 years ago.
I think the game was in a great state a year ago or whatever, and I think that they could have probably put it out, but maybe Sony was like, there needs to be a little bit more here.
Yeah, we wonder what like was the online like. Did that really need like Sony's intervention, their capital to be like, let's help fix this?
You can't even play with your friends anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter.
And if you want to speculate, you could even say maybe VR still has something to do with it.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. It's possible.
I don't want No Man's Sky anymore either. I don't care.
I still want it.
Yeah,
I still think it'd be cool.
I'm still #hyped, but.
If I can't play with you guys, what's the fucking point, is my question.
It's a single-player experience.
I don't want it. For what it is, and this is the only time I'm ever going to say this, it should not be a single-player experience. Something like that should be a fucking multiplayer co-op with your friends experience, where you can kind of explore on your own, but I don't want to have to fucking roll the dice on there being a million fucking places where you guys could be and have
that's fair.
Like, no, I agree. I think that, and I don't want to get off topic by talking about too much about this game, but I think that the scope of the game and the size of the game makes up for the fact that you can't play with your friends, and it's understandable. It's like, oh, well, there's literally planets being generated, and because I think Sean Murray from Hello Games said, like, if you destroy a planet, you leave and you come back, like, that destruction won't be there anymore, like, the planet kind of resets. Or, like, if I do something to the planet and you go there, I don't think that will be there anymore, or whatever I did. So, when that logic is applied, I'm kind of like, well, maybe that's why we can't play with our friends, because they would see it differently than we would. Because think about, like, a game, you know what I mean? Like, when two people see two different things. Like, let's say I shoot a wall with a gun in Call of Duty. In older games, there wouldn't be bullet holes on your screen. On my screen, there would be. You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying. I just... Honestly, when I heard that kind of turned me off from it.
Oh, of course. Same.
And that's... So. I pre-ordered it, but I don't know if that's going to stay.
Mm-hmm.
You have some time. A couple of months.
Yeah.
I think Dark Souls 3 did a good job of putting the game, the trailers out, and then the game came out.
Yeah. Now, when I said that, I was just giving an example of a game that, like, I don't necessarily want right now.
Yeah, that
like,
was last summer, right? And then they were like, it's coming out in the early 2016.
Yeah, I think it was.
It was
right
revealed
around
at E3
yeah.
on Microsoft stage actually,
And it leaked a little bit before that.
Yeah.
So-
As things do.
It wasn't too bad.
Mhm.
Anything else on that?
I think you definitely have a point. I think you're right. I think Fallout did it right, and I think games need to.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's games that obviously are really good, and we don't complain about them, that are a lot longer than Fallout 4. But I think Fallout 4 had the point where I was like really happy with that. You know what I mean? Like there's certain games that take a little bit longer than Fallout did, obviously, and I'm not like mad at them for it. But they didn't take as long as Quantum Break, where I'm pissed off at it. But I think Fallout did a fucking great job.
Right.
Yeah,
And when it came out,
they
it was a good
slayed,
game.
as the kids say.
Yeah.
Slay.
It was a good game, regardless of what you feel. I personally think it was a good game.
Yeah, I think so too.
My personal favorite narrative for any Fallout game. All right, moving on. Let's talk a little bit about the new Nintendo Rewards program and also Miitomo.
Okay.
So, Steven.
So to verify what I'm doing, I'm loading up my Nintendo account. So it's the spiritual successor to Club Nintendo, which
Rest
how
in
it
peace.
worked is, RIP. So essentially it was, you would buy games and there'd be a little fucking like receipt thing in there with a code, and you would go on their website, like club.nintendo.com or something, and you would sign in with your account and you would enter in your code and you would get these coins, and they accumulated, and every year you had to use them by a certain time every year, or like they would just empty out completely. And they usually every month or so they would recycle like rewards. And at the beginning, where I didn't really use it as much, there were a lot of cool physical rewards and shit.
I got like a 3DS case.
Yeah, they were like 3DS case, but there was like they had like really awesome shit that I didn't have. Like there was like a little Luigi's Mansion like diorama and shit. And they and they still like recently had like puzzle, like a Majora's Mask like jigsaw puzzle and other stuff.
Remember
And
the
little,
Mario
like, 3DS
hat,
cases.
the Mario hat 3DS case, like that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, and there was other good shit, but it started to transition more to like digital games you would get, like virtual console things mainly, and so that's kind of what the new My Nintendo is. So, and it ties in with Miitomo, which for those who haven't heard, which it seems unlikely because it was really popular, but it's the first Nintendo smartphone app. I wouldn't call it a game because I don't really think it is a game.
It's like a social experience.
It's like a social network type of thing, and it's cute and clever, and we all have fun messing with it. It has some good stuff.
It's free.
It has some. Yeah, it's free, and there are microtransactions obviously, but you don't really need them, and they don't.
Yeah.
I guess they don't shove them down, but I haven't played it that much recently.
I haven't really found myself like spending.
You haven't had a desire because honestly they don't have like the good clothes, like the Nintendo themed clothes that people will probably pay for.
Yeah.
Like the Smash Brothers Mii costumes and everything. But yeah, it's cool. It was #1 on the App Store when it first came out. It was on the homepage when it came out in America, March 31st. So it's been a week since then. I think it's #4 now. I checked last night for curiosity. That's why I saw a Reddit app was #3. I think it was like Snapchat, Facebook Messenger, Reddit, and Miitomo. So
that makes sense. Everyone already has Miitomo now, so it's
it's kind of like petered down and everything, and the new Reddit app as well, like overtaking it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so there's these certain like kind of like an achievement system, My Nintendo Rewards in Miitomo that you do, and you get these. They're platinum coins, they call them. There's 3 different like coin systems right now. So I'm looking at it on my phone, and the viewers at home can't see, but there's like a platinum coin like container where you get 100 for like linking your Nintendo account, which is like their overarching kind of thing. It's different from like think of like Nintendo Network ID as like your PSN name, but you have a Sony Entertainment account, which is comparable to Nintendo account. So I think that's the closest analogy we can do. And so you like get 100 coins by linking it to like your Twitter account or something, or your Facebook, or your Nintendo Network ID, which is like where your purchases are tracked and everything. And there's also these like Miitomo coins by like doing little tasks in there, like commenting 5 times or like getting 5 hearts or stuff. And you can redeem these for what seem to be mainly digital rewards at the moment. So there's some of these I'm looking on here. There's like game tickets you can get in Miitomo by exchanging those coins.
So basically microtransactions.
Yeah. I didn't see this one. 30% discount off Splatoon.
That's not bad.
And those are from the gold coins, which are the more premium ones that you get by buying their games digitally. Okay. So they did this with the Wii U initially, the like deluxe digital promo or something. You would buy games digitally and get 10% off. So or like you get 10% back, not 10% off.
Yeah.
So like you would get that back in your wallet on the eShop. So I did that for a couple games actually, and it was kind of cool that you just like registered your Wii U and it just did it. So this is kind of similar to that, and you really need to like, but to like rack them up, you need like you buy them digitally, you get the coins, and then you use the coins for like discounts. So it seems like kind of limited at the moment, and I understand reading like a lot of comments like why people like quite frankly don't. It's not like they don't trust Nintendo, like they're not going to lose their shit, but like they don't. It's still not like it's tied to the fucking hardware still, which is like the dumbest thing. And that like the one I think they will fix that. Like I think it has the capability to be there, like as well as crossbuy. Like that capability is there, but they like for certain purchases they like don't do it, especially for like Virtual Console. I don't see why they don't, but
Smash DLC.
they're doing it to like make money. Smash DLC, and they had like you would like pay an extra $1 and get the DLC on both.
Yeah,
and it was still kind of convoluted. It was like you have to go into the shop of one of the like the Wii or 3DS, find the code for the other one, and then redeem it on the other one's store. So
they could have just made it pay the $1 extra.
Yeah, and you just it goes to your system. Which actually, the launch when this launched with Miitomo on March 31st, there was the revamped like web eShop store where you can like before you were able to buy things, but you couldn't download them to your system, and now you can.
Okay, so it's like the PS4.
Yeah, it's like the PS4, and presumably Xbox is the same thing. So it's cool. They actually have some games on here you can get though. My Nintendo Picross, The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess.
I heard
if you get 1,000 platinum points. Now, some of these, it has platinum points as well as the Miitomo coins, which are two separate things. It's kind of confusing. There's so many different kinds of coins.
Yeah, they really should have just made it one system, I think. But
yeah, but I mean, they like if you're scrolling, it's mobile friendly, and like the background of the reward has like the color of what coins actually are useful and stuff.
WarioWare Touched is on there, right?
Yeah, which I actually think I could get. Oh, I need 140 more to do it, and I would get it on. It's just a game on 3DS. You just get it. So
it's a good game.
Yeah, it's cool stuff. They have Flipnote Studio 3D. They have some other Virtual Console games. So, and I think these recycle every 6 months or so.
Yeah,
I believe the coins also. I don't know how often the rewards do, but I know the coins like empty every 6 months, which I don't know why it's like shorter time. I guess they want to incentivize people to use them. But yeah, it's cool stuff. It's a kind of shame they got rid of the physical stuff because they don't. I mean, like, because some of that stuff like is hard to find out. Like, you would get like, I think it was like either Mario Galaxy 2 soundtrack, and like that's fucking expensive. If you want to buy that physically on Amazon, that's a lot of money. It's like Japan only. It's like $80.
Question: wasn't the Smash soundtrack a part of the Club Nintendo thing? If you pre-ordered the game or whatever.
Yeah, if you registered both copies, you would get the CD, which I actually have in my room. Yeah. So you also got Mewtwo as well.
That's even more like exclusive, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how much that is now.
Yeah. But yeah, it's cool stuff. I feel like whatever NX is, it's going to have like this achievement system that kind of like incentivizes you to like, you'll get like discounts for like playing their games and stuff, and that's cool. Yeah.
And it'd be cool if they actually implement it into the NX's OS as well.
Yeah, I feel like it will be.
Yeah,
that's all these rumors.
Yeah.
Like insinuate that that's going to be tied heavily to My Nintendo, and this is them essentially catching up with everyone else. Yeah. So better late than never, I guess. But
Miitomo was pretty cool to like if you could like flicker me onto the TV or something. You know what I mean? With
yeah. Well, I've heard a lot. There's a Reddit rumor recently of a lot of NX shit that
my fucking belt is digging into my dick.
It's comfy.
So, oh boy.
Need help?
I was like, you can keep talking.
Okay.
Oh, I feel so.
But there was a rumor of like second screen support and stuff like that. So I imagine that being integrated in some way. So
I mean, because the Mii's on the 3D or the 3DS and the Wii U, they're just wearing like the red shirts or the blue shirts or whatever.
Yeah, you can't really customize it like you can in Miitomo. But yeah, it's cool stuff. It has that Nintendo like polish and everything. So
it's charming.
Yeah.
All right, little charming dills.
And Mi Photo itself could have been its own app, I think.
Yeah.
Really?
I feel like it could have. Like you just put the Mii's in like a photo and shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Like the memes.
Like that's
yeah.
That's a whole new generation of memes have been created, but
yeah. Some of the back and forth some of us have is excellent.
Yeah.
I agree.
Maybe for some vulgar, but it's not that big of a deal.
No. All right. No, that's cool. Thank you for informing us on
the Nintendo update brought to you by Steve Heavenstreet.
Indeed. So, Koei Tecmo Attack on Titan game is coming to America in August. This game looks slick. I don't know if you saw the trailer or not, Steven, but
I do not, so this is where I take more of a backseat to you gentlemen.
the fucking trailer is nice. I just finished Attack on Titan. I'm gonna give it the Donald Trump slick. You know his little thing. It's not like he doesn't do like forward like normal people do. He does it like he does
it to the side.
He's like, I don't fucking know. I'm gonna put Donald Trump up right now.
Yeah.
Show the viewers what we're talking about. But he's like
You
picking,
gotta move it.
He's like picking something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's like fucking picking at a dill. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's coming on August 30th to PS4, PS3, Xbox One, PC, and PlayStation Vita.
I thought it was July 30th.
Ooh, Vita. That's August 30th.
Okay. You're right. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry.
It's August 30th.
Mhm.
Yeah, but the trailer is fucking slick times a million. So,
Yeah.
as I was saying, I just finished the Attack on Titan, late to the party, the anime, recently. But according to the publisher, the game will draw only from the anime, and specifically like the first season. So, like, where they're like the training and like the early battles.
Because like I think season 1 is the whole thing, up to the female Titan. But I think they split it into 2 parts. So is it the first part of the first season? You understand what I'm saying?
They weren't they just said specifically the first season, which is keeping in line with the battles and training scenes.
Maybe they mean the whole first season of the anime because there's the manga that continues on past that. Maybe that's what they meant.
Yeah. So yeah, they said strictly the anime is what they're drawing from. And then Omega Force is developing it, who did Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, they did Hyrule Warriors as well. I worked on that.
Yeah. And they said that there was like rumors that it's going to be like very similar to that, and they said that it's going to be different. That's literally all they said. They said Attack on Titan will be different from Dynasty Warriors. That's all they said about it.
I think it's interesting that you bring this up, and this is part of what they actually brought up as well. Because last night we talked about it with our friend Chris, our anime specialist, if you will, our manga weeb specialist, and he said
that title.
Yeah, he said it looked just like a Dynasty Warriors game because it was made by Koei Tecmo, and he said that it looked like it. And this is before he didn't know that they even made the claim.
I mean, I haven't played Dynasty Warriors much. But Prana, do you remember playing it? I might have been Hyrule. I don't remember. But listen, the gameplay looks slick. Fucking slinging around with the fucking little shits and
yeah, it's like over the top of a lot of enemies on the screen. Like I played a little bit of Hyrule Warriors, and that's like that was fun.
Yeah, the 3D maneuver gear. You're just like flying around like Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It looked like Spider-Man on the PS2 almost. You know what I mean? Like the old school web.
And I imagine like with Zelda, there were different unique items and stuff. There'll be unique mechanics and stuff from Attack on Titan.
But I think it is again. It's gonna be very like. Well, obviously action based with like the gameplay, but I hope they focus on the story a lot too.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you don't play as the characters from the show. You make a character yourself.
It looks like you're playing as what's his face from the show.
Yeah. Well, you can play as I think any character from the show.
Oh really?
Yeah, because Chris, our anime specialist, was telling us that he was watching gameplay of Levi, Captain Levi, and he was like zipping around, slashing necks.
Oh.
So
that might have been in the trailer too. I didn't really pay that close attention, but yeah, so it's coming August 30th, and I will probably pick it up on Vita, if anything.
Interesting.
Taking the plunge. I wonder if there'll be some kind of. It seems like a big title for cross-buy, but.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like that game, Shonen Jump, J-Star's Victory Versus or whatever, that came out on PS4 and Vita, and it wasn't cross-buy. So.
Probably.
Vita was cheaper, I believe, $40 maybe.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's just. It seems like something kind of like Freedom Wars, like I'd want to play on my Vita.
Yeah.
That's an experience that I loved on my Vita.
I just think the graphical fidelity might be a little...
So I'm going to say, I'll only caution, there's recent experience with, talking about Hyrule Warriors, there's a Hyrule Warriors Legends 3DS port, and albeit 3DS, and it was designed for original 3DS, not the new 3DS that has better CPU and processing power, but it wasn't good, I heard, and it didn't perform. Albeit Vita is much stronger than 3DS, like it has a better screen and better internal horsepower, but... I mean, it might check it out and see what it says, but see what the critics say. But
that's a good point.
Might be worth taking the plunge anyway. And just try it.
I'm interested. Not too far away. A couple months. So
good anime, by the way. If you haven't seen it or read the manga, do it.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's good.
Good story.
It's all right. There's it got a little slow for me, which is why I took such a long break. But I'm glad I watched it again because the female Titan stuff.
Yeah, that's where it gets good. That's where it gets good. That's where it shines.
So, you're right. I was wrong. Kill me.
Alright.
So, I'm going to get so triggered with this topic. There are rumors saying that Fable Legends might not be dead after all.
Okay.
Have you heard anything about this?
No.
Okay.
So, Fable Legends was canceled back in March when developer Lionhead Studios closed for Microsoft.
Rest in peace, Lionhead Studios.
Yeah. They had some great times, but this game was not looking like one of them. So, according to MCV, which is a website, sources at Lionhead say that, quote, discussions are ongoing about saving the free-to-play RPG, end quote.
They should not do that. They should not, and they should make Fable fucking good, like a good Fable.
Fable 4?
I don't even know if is there already a Fable 4?
No, there's Fable 3.
Okay, then yeah, do Fable 4.
But, oh my god.
Listen, Fable 2?
It was good. But this game, number one, it looked like it was fucking made in, what the hell is that thing called?
Oh yeah, Spark.
Spark.
Right? Project Spark?
Yeah. I'm really not trying to shit on the studio.
I wonder if it was.
I think it was.
I don't know. I'm not trying to shit on the studio. I think it's more of a Microsoft is the reason why this game looks so bad. But it just did not look good. Oh boy. It did not look good from the first time.
But you just hear free to like you have this hardcore RPG IP. I wouldn't call it a franchise yet, and then it moves to like free to play. And I know forget the Connect Horse game bullshit, whatever that was. I honestly forgot that existed until like 5 seconds ago. But like just doing like free to play RPG, like free to play and RPG to me, like they just don't seem things that mix together.
Yeah.
Like for an RPG, like I want to buy the game and own it. It's in its entirety. Minus like any potential DLC, and then just like put a lot of time into it.
It's a commitment. RPGs are a big commitment. Like,
Yeah.
of time and just emotional value too. Like you just get connected.
But for those of you that don't know, so Fable Legends, right, was this game based off of this bad game based off of 3 good games.
Well, arguably 2 good games.
Yeah.
I heard 3 was bad.
Fable 3, I didn't play it.
I heard there were pluses and minuses.
Yeah. I mean, Fable 2, I got it and I played it for I got it for $20, and I played it for a week straight, and like I fucking beat it, and I loved it, and I sucked it off, and it was just good.
But basically, it was like Evolve, right, where you had 4 people that were together on a team, and then you had like this one person playing the bad guy that like spawned all the enemies and tried to fuck you while you like fought through it with you.
Didn't it use like Project Glass or something, or
Smart Glass.
Smart Glass, yeah.
I did read that, but I also read it as Unreal Engine. Now I don't know if Unreal is Project Spark, but presume it wasn't made in Project Spark.
I don't know.
No, we were saying it was.
But
yeah,
let me continue with this. So MTV also said that staffs at Lionhead said, quote, they're being surveyed as to whether they would like to continue working, end quote, on the game in place of the redundancy package they have been offered. I don't know what that means. You know what that means? Redundancy package.
Redundant is like it's useless.
Yeah.
So a useless package. I don't understand what that means.
So one source tells MCV that the new offer is because of a proposal from some members of Lionhead to take Legends and continue development as an indie studio. I think Lionhead should continue and like go off and be an indie studio, but I don't think they should fucking make this game. We should make a different game.
I agree.
Or if they like, well, they're indie. They're not beholden to Microsoft, and like, let's do Smart Glass. Let's put it on the Windows 10 store. Like they can maybe remake it.
Yeah, I don't think they could call it. Fable,
They probably couldn't call it Fable. No,
they could call it Legends. But I don't know if like Microsoft. I don't know what kind of limbo that game's in. If Microsoft owns the resources,
the assets. Yeah, who knows?
I mean, it was made in Project Spark, so.
I don't know. But good for them for wanting to start indie studio. But this game should die. It should die. It should not exist.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh my God.
I always thought it was out. And every time I would hear it's not out, I'm like, really? I thought this was like a launch title.
Yeah.
But I think it was supposed to be. That's the.
I think it was
reaching back to that previous topic. That's
I think it was announced
the sad
at the same
part.
time.
It was supposed to come out with Project Spark at the same time. So you could play a game that was made in Project Spark, and then you could make the game yourself.
God, the game should just die.
It looked like it was made in...
No, I agree
It
with you.
was.
It literally looked like it was made in Project Spark.
I remember it was like cartoony kind of graphic style.
Yeah.
And everything looked... All I remember is green. Everything looked green to
Yeah,
me.
I want to say that Josh played a horror game made in Project Spark and got scared.
It was a good game, though. They
You
put a
got
lot of work into that. Listen, dude. Some people fucking did some nice memes in that game, and that was one of them. Okay?
I didn't know the mechanics, but it just seemed like they just slapped the Fable label on.
Yeah.
Fable label.
Fable label.
and they're just like, hey, people know what Fable is, this will sell more, when in reality it's nothing like the original Fable games.
Because when they first, I remember announced that Fable Legends, I was like, oh, sweet, another Fable game. I was like, oh, this is not Fable.
Another Fable game.
Oh, an add-on for Project Spark.
I fucking love it, dude. Indie games that are good. They spice up the gaming market.
You can connect with it more. You can connect with developers more.
Indie games are nice, and I like to support small groups of people that are making games that they want to, telling stories that they want to. Indie games deserve some spotlight. Indie Intel is a series here on Hapticast where we talk about indie games that we feel look good and they deserve some spotlight. And the point of this is to remove the negativity, if you will, around indie games.
A stigma.
Yeah. Today, we're talking about Lotia. Lotia is made by Crayon Ponyfish. Nice name for the studio.
I actually really like that name.
Yeah, no, I wasn't being. It sounded like being sarcastic, but I was not. And so it's on Kickstarter. I'll put the link to the Kickstarter in the description, and at the end of the Indie Intel video, that's separate from the podcast.
Yeah. It's already over the Kickstarter, by the way.
Yeah, but there's a lot of information.
And graphics and stuff.
Yeah. So the Kickstarter video had Jade Lockman in it, who's the writer and producer, and he talked about the game a little bit. So Lotia,
He was wearing a Star Wars shirt.
he was, and he had the Stormtrooper in the background.
Yeah.
So, and he mentioned something about Star Wars in that video too, about
He already
being
gets
inspired.
Yeah. 20.
Yeah, in my book, in our book, sucked me off. Okay, so I should preface by saying they've made a game before this that takes place in the same world.
Okay, so that's why on their website it said lore book or whatever. You can actually read the
Yeah. So Lotia is the newest creation in a series of stories that have been written and shared for almost 2 decades. Interesting. This will be the first single-player game in Heaven's Break and will also be unique in the fact that it allows fellow role players to experience content outside of Underlight. So Heaven's Break and Underlight are places that they've created within this world. So if you're interested in that, go to their website. I think it's just crayonponyfish.com, and you go to the lore section. It's also, they include it on the Kickstarter page.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the Dreamland Lotia. It is an ocean-based world that houses some very unique characters. Starting our story off with Reef Omiria, sorry if I butchered these names, and his hardy crew of 2, we will embark out in a world of fencing, fighting, torture, poison, and true love. Okay, maybe not true love, but there will be a lot of other stuff. This isn't a kissing book, after all. The crew of the Fabled Surprise find themselves as part... I guess that's the name of their little group, the Fabled Surprise, find themselves as part of a very small and illegal group of people known as Dreamers. Some would say that they smuggle goods... I can't read anything. Some would say that smuggling goods past the Dominion's Daroni armored ships would be foolish enough, but to be a dreamer means that you are not safe anywhere. These are things within the world already that I can't read.
You're a big Daroni.
Yeah!
Well, they did just mention Dreamer, and this game has a really big emphasis on lucid dreaming, correct?
Well, that's like... I think that's how they fight. Like, you go to the dream world, they fight these
Okay,
things.
that's what I meant.
Yeah. Reef and his crew seek to find the truth to their questions. Is this really a dream? Why are they shunned by the citizens of Lotia and hunted by the Dominion? As a matter of fact, who exactly are the Dominion? What gives them the rights to set the laws of Lotia and carry out their punishments? So this is about fighting evil through a very unique and intense story that takes place in this world called Heaven's Break. It's coming out in June 2016 is what it's set for right now. It's going to be released on PC, iOS, and Android. I kind of burped, but it didn't burp.
So let's talk about the art.
Fucking looks nice. It's 8-bit. It reminds me of Pokemon.
Yeah, when we were watching the trailer, the way the overworld, I guess, and you walk around, that reminded me of Pokemon, and then when you go into battle, it reminded me of Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Old school.
So an RPG type thing. But the emphasis that they were trying to bring was to the story and the lore. So I don't know what the other game or games, because it sounds like they said 2 decades. So I guess they've been working on this world for a long time.
Yeah.
But their goal was $10,000 to be funded. They were over that. They were close to $12,000.
I think they were $300 over.
How about that? I thought it was 1,000. I don't know.
Maybe it was.
They were over. But what stood out to me was how thorough their Kickstarter page was. How they described everything. They showed all their concept art. They described everyone who's in the team, which is made by 6 people, by the way. They had a lot of really nice tiers on the side. So I'm glad that it was fully funded. Like, I wish we would have known about this sooner.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even do Indie until last year. Like, what the...
Yeah, at the time this was going on, we didn't cover indie games like this, so...
Yeah. But it just... The guy really stood out to me. The Kickstarter stood out to me. I think it's nice, and I want to play it. So.
Yeah, we were looking for games to cover, and I don't know how you found it, but you were like, we're doing this one, right from the guy. Like, the guy was just talking about the game, and you were like, I like this guy.
Well, I could tell that he was passionate about what he was doing. He's nice.
Saw the stormtrooper in the background.
Yeah, dude.
Saw the description mentioned Daronis. Fucking
Daronis. Is that what it was?
It's Daroni armored ships.
Daroni, dude!
I don't know what that is.
Daroni Intel.
Well, there's something like you're a big jabroni.
Yeah.
You're a big jabroni.
It's The Rock. The Rock would say that.
Right.
You're a rice-a-roni jabroni. All right.
He call you a fruity pebble jabroni.
Yeah. So yeah, check it out. The link to the Kickstarter will be in the description. Again, made by Crayon
Ponyfish.
Ponyfish.
Ponyhead.
The guy's name was Jade.
Jade Winston. Okay.
No.
Jade Lockman is the writer and producer. That's a mouth. I can't say crown a lot. Like, I can't say crown and then like words after crown.
Listen, we're from Philadelphia, and we say I think it's supposed to be pronounced crayon, but we say crown.
Yeah.
I say crayon like a normal person.
Well, you know what I'm talking about, though, at least, right?
Doesn't suck my ass, dude. I say crown.
Well, it's like water and It's like water and water.
Yeah,
Like, we say water.
Yeah.
In this where we live, so.
But I say, sorry. Listen, dude. There's the door.
You're fucking cis scum. That's why you white fucking male.
But no, like I have a hard time saying like words after crown. Crown?
Crown box.
Ponyfish.
Well, if you say crayon, yeah, it's harder to say words afterwards. But we say crown, so how's it?
Crown?
Crayon? Ponyfish.
I don't know, dude. Kill my mouth, alright?
Yeah.
But yeah, so check it out. This game looks fucking slick. Lotia. Look it up.
It puts the Lotia on the skin, or else it gets the hose again, right?
I'll apply Lotia all over my body, dude, when this game comes out.
I will too. By the way, just the fucking looking at all the maps they had, beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
I
pixel
respect
art.
that.
Pixel art's hard to do, and so when it's done, it's
Yeah. I urge you guys to go check out the Kickstarter and look. Just scroll down a little bit, and you'll see the enemy sprites or whatever, and they just. All right.
The Donald Trump slick.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to our next segment, where we talk about games that we picked up, played them, and then put them down. The games are either good or they're bad, in a segment called GG No Re.
Break it down.
Oh my God! Get the fuck out of here! Here's the cake.
Illuminati confirmed.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Yeah, we're doing this trope that everyone else in the world has done. So, my GG Re this week, everyone, is a Nintendo DS game. Got from Brett Roberts for my birthday. It's called That's So Raven, Psychic on the Scene. So, a little zoom in right there.
It's nice.
Stellar box art. Not really. And how can I say GG Re? Because for shits and giggles, I played this game for probably about 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, because like I couldn't even decipher what was going on. But yeah, it just has like mini games, and it has a story where you're Raven, and you do psychic things on the scene. And I think Corey in the house might make a appearance.
I'm your man.
It's a piece of shit. The graphics are fucking terrible. And the one good thing about it, you have it in your DS and you snap it closed, and she says, "Oh snap!"
Oh snap!
And so we're gonna have an oh snap moment. So we're gonna cut to what I think of the game. See what this baby's got inside it.
See what this baby's got inside it.
Oh snap!
This is the game, dude. A lot of plastic, a lot of little electronics too. It's a shame it had to snap.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Thank you, Steven, for that very eventful GG No Re.
Listen, you gotta spice it up a little bit around here, and you always gotta wear the hard hat when you're doing some demolition.
Yeah. Pico.
GG No Re. Moving on to our next segment, Unpopular Opinion.
Say, what's that button do? I'll show you.
What the fuck?
So, unpopular opinion is when we bring you opinions that really things that really trigger us, and generally they're on the side of people who don't agree with us. It's a really bad way to explain it, but I'm going with it. So, do either of you have an unpopular opinion?
No.
You?
I do have one.
Not off the top of my head.
I have one.
So
That's How Raven Psychic on the Scene shouldn't have been destroyed. It's a good game.
Alright, so, fucking you, Brett? Anything from you?
my unpopular opinion is that Brett is incorrect about his notion about his unpopular opinion.
Alright, there you go. Okay, so, I don't mean to bring another Star Wars topic to the table.
Yes, you do.
I have to.
You do mean to.
Listen, I'm a Star Wars cuck, so when there's things in the community that trigger me, which there often is because I'm on the opposite side of a lot of these arguments, I gotta bring it up. So, the Rogue One trailer released a week ago, about a little more than a week ago from the time that you're probably watching this. And it's fucking slick.
It's good.
Alright? It looks fucking nice. It looks exactly like what I said, like a Saving Private Ryan Star Wars war movie.
And it even looks like the older Star Wars. Like, it doesn't really look like the
Oh,
newer.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it
it's
has
fucking-
that charm of the
Yeah.
older Star Wars.
The fucking shot where the Star Destroyer comes in.
Yeah,
like the
it was that old Star
like-
Destroyer. I was like,
Yeah, you look at the Star, but it like looked like the models, like they filmed it, which
Yeah.
I mean, look amazing, but it didn't look like CG or anything.
right.
Whereas like in Episode 7, it looked amazing, but like you knew
could
it wasn't
tell.
a model.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's like 5 Star Destroyers stacked up.
Yeah. So, listen, the trailer is fucking slick. Everything about it is slick. The music was fucking slick. The Imperial March right at the end was fucking slick. The possible Vader breath right there at the end was fucking slick. We'll see about that. I think Vader's definitely going to be in it. I think he's going to play a much larger role in the movie than people actually think. I think they're, again, going to focus more on the main characters, like the new characters, but I think Vader's going to play a larger role. But my unpopular opinion for this, right, is people are shitting on Felicity Jones and the fact that there's a fucking another female lead in a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Let me start by saying this. We've known this for more than a fucking year, you dumb cucks.
Yeah.
That's
Where
true.
the fuck did you come from, you normie fucking pieces of shit?
It's true.
We've known it for a long time. So if there was any time to get pissed about it, it was a year ago when it was fucking announced.
She was like the first actor/actress that was like announced for this
Yeah.
movie. Like,
So where the fuck are you coming from? You normie fucking cucks, pieces of shit, call yourself Star Wars fans?
I was gonna say, normie is a good description. Like they weren't following it, and they just see the trailer and they're like, "Oh, another woman."
Yeah. So, number one,
And all the true Star Wars fans, like,
Yeah.
you were just like, oh.
yeah. So listen, I loved Rey in The Force Awakens. I don't think she was a Mary Sue at all. I think she was a fabulous, strong female lead character. And number one, who the fuck cares she's a female? She was a great character. Leave
Yeah, it's all
gender
that
out of
matters.
it.
Yeah.
And we still don't know if Felicity Jones' character, oh boy.
She has a short name.
Yeah, I forget.
Rey.
off the top- No. I forget off the top of my head. But we don't know if she's going to be a good character or not yet. But you shouldn't shun her just for a female lead. Who the fuck cares? Look how long Star Wars only had like one female or two females in it. And this one's going to have at least two strong females. We have Felicity Jones'
Listen, you
character.
SJW piece of shit.
Then we have fucking Mon Mothma in there
Listen,
too,
dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Listen.
really cool.
No more PC, alright? We don't need...
Me?
Listen, dude, women should stay out of Star Wars.
Number one, I'm not PC at all.
Listen, you SJW. It's you white cis male. Alright?
A little fucking channeling of the Trump over here.
So we don't
We
know.
need to keep the hard hat.
You
on.
shouldn't judge her just because she's a fucking vagine.
Oh, yes, you should.
Alright? We don't know anything about her character, really. Well, that's not true. From the trailer, we know that she's a fucking shill. She's been a cuck for her whole life.
How about
She's
the end when she has the
rebelling.
Imperial logo?
Yeah, that's like, I'm assuming that she's going rogue and like infiltrating the
Ooh.
base.
Or does she turn
She's Rogue One.
to the dark side?
Dude, the first time I saw her, it reminded me of in the new, like the line of Star Wars comics, the Vader line, and Vader takes on this apprentice who's like kind
I
of
saw that too.
Dude, I saw her and I was like, dude, it looks so much fucking like her in the comic books,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's her.
No, here's what I think. Like, you know the scene where the narrator says "become,"
Yeah.
and we think it's Vader's voice
Yeah.
or whatever. That scene, she like looks and the lights turn on all around her.
What if she becomes evil?
I think Vader's the one in the doorway right there, and she's wearing the Imperial shit, and she's like, "I spy," and then he's the one that confronts her. Like she, like you know what I mean? Like she's infiltrating as a spy wearing the Imperial shit, and she gets there, and who else but fucking Darth Vader is the one that fucking catches her, and she's like, "Oh," and I think he's gonna be like, "Suck me off. I know who you really are. I know what you really
Like
like."
Kylo Ren force pull him right into her.
Yeah. Be like, listen,
dude.
we know you're a little... Because she's a thief, right?
Yeah, she's been a cuck.
Yeah, so he's going to be like, listen, I know you're a cuck. Join me.
Yeah.
And she's going to be like, okay.
But everyone needs to calm down.
And that's Ray's mom.
God, I saw that was like one of the first comments on Reddit.
Oh,
Everyone needs to calm down. Who the fuck cares that she's a female? Let's just focus on the character itself when it comes out and judge her on her character, not because she's a female. Okay? Focus on the story. Don't be a fucking cuck fan. Focus on the story and worry about the story. Don't worry about the character being a female.
Yeah, and judge her on how she acts.
Yeah.
And I didn't see really any. I know she was in Theory of Everything as
She was good in that, yeah. Stephen Hawking's wife.
Yeah, Jade. I want to say Jade.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say
Maybe
something.
Jane.
Jade or Jane.
Yeah.
I thought it was Jane. That didn't sound right, but
I don't know.
In no way, shape, or form am I an SJW. You know, we say some politically incorrect things from time and time again. And even if it's just a joke or if we're being serious, or it doesn't matter. Seriously, if you have a problem with a character being a certain gender and you in a film or a game for that matter, and you don't even look. First of all, there's not enough acting in the trailer for you to make a fucking judgment on
yeah,
her
they don't
acting.
even know the context.
People were shitting on her for the fucking I rebel line. I actually really liked that line.
I rebel.
She said, "This is a rebellion. I rebel." I thought that was fucking slick.
Yeah.
So
No, it's just like, oh, well, a girl said it. So.
She'll rebel against the rebellion, dude.
yeah,
That's the problem. It's like people are just making,
There's the other. There's extremes, and it's coming out
yeah.
right now with this incident.
Yeah.
But good thing you have your fucking hard hat on.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I got a hard hat right now. You know what I mean? Just thinking about this movie.
So, dude, I'm excited for it. I'm so excited for
Dude,
it.
we watched the trailer. I forgot Forrest Whitaker was in it.
Yeah, dude, I think it's gonna be rated R.
Yeah, I thought that too.
You don't read it. If it is,
Dude,
God.
listen, because I mean PG-13 is fine and they can do a lot,
I don't
but I
think
mean
it would
the grittiness and like the violence that I want, I think can only come from a rated R film. If it's rated R, dude,
I
don't think
it's
they're going
Disney,
to
and I
because
don't
it's
think they
Disney.
would either.
I think
Yeah.
that the times have changed where they can get away with a lot in a PG-13 film, and I think that's why we're not going to see it be rated R.
Yeah,
I think
that's a good point.
because you see like the stormtroopers in the trailer, they explode and they just do front flips and
Yeah.
shit. I mean, they would have exploded if it was like going to be rated R. You know what I mean?
Or they could do, Boba Fett. It is confirmed he's getting his anthology, or it's still.
That's the
rumor.
only one that's not confirmed.
It's not locked in.
Yeah,
I heard
If
Boba
they-
Fett might be in this film.
could potentially be.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking.
Another one would as but that could be rated R maybe.
Yeah,
But Tarkin,
yeah.
like, I was watching a Kind of Funny talk about the trailer, and Colin, well, we already know some of the extended universe that's now cut out. And Tarkin has his own book that's canon actually
Yeah,
now.
it's
But
fucking amazing.
but like, I didn't see him at all. Like, are we gonna see him?
I don't know.
Will we? I mean,
He's there.
yeah,
He's there because
definitely exists,
if we
yeah.
go from the end of 3, it's Tarkin,
Yeah, you see
Palpatine, and
Tarkin,
Vader
yeah.
on the bridge of that Star Destroyer
Yeah.
watching the Death Star. And
Yeah.
that's the thing, dude. This fucking piece of shit cuck I saw in the comments, right? Who was complaining about the girl, there being a woman.
Yeah.
He said, I don't think Vader can be in this at all because he's not Vader yet. And I was like, are you fucking... Is something wrong in your head, dude? Did you not see the last fucking, 5 minutes of episode 3? Are you smoking crack? Do you not know where this takes place?
Have you not seen any Star Wars movie ever?
Can you fucking just jump off a cliff?
He clearly just didn't know when it takes place. He had to.
Well, he's fucking stupid then.
I was gonna finish the podcast with this fucking helmet on my head, dude.
On your face.
So this is what I'm talking about. It's the people that
Maybe I'll take
say that they're Star Wars fans and they like to complain and bitch about everything, but they're not Star Wars fans. They're fucking cuck shills.
Bunch of bandwagon pieces of turds.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm so excited for this movie because it allows something new into the Star Wars universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Nothing.
I'm gonna punch your nutsack. So get over it. She has a vagina. Cool.
You fucking pieces of turds.
And something else that pissed me off a long time ago, that at first when I heard it, I was like, oh no. But the more I think about it, the more I don't care, because he's an amazing storyteller. J.J. Abrams says that he would love to have, transgender or, gay characters in the Star Wars universe. Now, while I'm not...
Make a big deal out of it. I
Well,
care.
well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying to do it, just to be,
Yeah,
talk about it.
if
I'm
you do
saying, if you do it, it could definitely make for a very interesting character.
Ray could be gay.
Yeah.
And I would be like,
Gay Ray.
But it's just
Ray,
if
Ray.
I'm saying don't do it just to do it. If you're gonna do it, make sure it makes sense for the character, and if it does, I think
Yes.
it could lead some very interesting character arcs.
of course. I agree.
I also agree.
So
Finn could be gay.
He's not.
The Finpo.
You remember when he like...
Yeah, the Finpo the bro love.
Well, he kind of flirted with Ray. He's like, you have family back on GQ? Boyfriend?
Yeah.
Cute boyfriend?
Yeah,
He's
no,
bi.
they're not.
He's bi.
So.
Poe could be gay.
Could be.
Just him and BB-8 showing the, you know.
Dude,
Dude,
Poe's
could you
so much
imagine
fun.
fucking Darth Jenner, dude?
Oh my god.
Can we not imagine that?
Alright, guys, that'll do.
But regardless, I'm excited. Everyone, chill your dick. All right, this movie's gonna be slick.
Yeah, I think this hard hat's a little too tight on my head. I'm starting to come up with these bad ideas.
Oh my god. All right, guys, that'll do it for us for Hapticast episode 13. Remember, again, this summer, put it on your calendar. Haptic Intel is going to be coming to you live with all the E3 coverage they could possibly want to shove in your little fucking weenus.
Twitch.tv/
Haptic Intel. YouTube.com/Haptic Intel, which is...
Maybe we will do it on YouTube instead of Twitch. It might be easier because the subscribers will get the notification.
Yeah,
We haven't really worked out the logistics yet.
I don't know. YouTube...
Follow on Twitch anyway.
Yeah.
I don't like YouTube gaming.
It's gotten better.
I don't like YouTube in general.
It's getting better.
If there was another site that was as big as YouTube that like
Oh, yeah.
had as much infrastructure as YouTube, rather, I would go there because I don't like YouTube at all.
Yeah.
So
Daily Motion, dude.
let's go there. Daily
Sony
Motion.
has the right idea.
YouTube.com/DailyMotion.
They're getting ahead of the curve.
Wait, Daily Motion. Kill me, dude. DailyMotion.com/Haptic Intel. Anyway, I'm Josh Toll, joined by my good friends Brett Roberts and Stephen Heaven Street. We'll see you guys next time.